Welcome to Chapter 26 on Annotations and Symbols. Annotations are everything on the Annotation tab that range from smart dimensions all the way through to tables. The most commonly used annotations are, of course, just going to be notes, but we also have balloons that are typically used in bill of materials applications. We have various surface finish and welding symbols, as well as hole callouts and GD&T type symbols, as well as blocks, center marks, center lines, hatching, revision clouds, or just comment clouds, and any type of table that you might want to use. Notes are fairly straightforward to apply. You just click on the note symbol, and then click on anything you want to attach the note to. For example, possibly a hole, and then click where you want to start the note. You can start typing. Let's just type something, and you can see automatically that the note box is expanding to control the size of the note that's in it. The box just keeps expanding. Now, there are two ways to control this. One, the easy way is obviously just to catch one of the handles on the end of the box and to drag it back. Okay, now if you were to type more in here, when I type more text, now it automatically wraps. Okay, if you need to change the way that wraps, you just change the size of the box. The other way to control that is through the property manager, and we have a word wrap panel down here which allows us to control the actual width of the text box. So the Note Property Manager gives us control over a lot of things. At the very top, we have the Style panel. This used to be called Favorites. The way you can use this is to set up formatting on a particular note, such as italics, bold, right or left justified, something like that, and then save that as a style. And then later, you'll be able to recall a style and apply it to a particular note. So you can have several styles that you would apply to different notes in different situations. So the style is a very important functionality. Text formatting can be found here in the Property Manager, or it can also be found in the toolbar. There are a lot of things on the toolbar that you might want to control that you don't find necessarily in the Property Manager, so you need to have access to this toolbar when you're working with notes. You can control the font that's used by using the Use Document Font switch, and if you turn that off, you can change the font for just the current note. You can also control leaders from the Property Manager, but there are some other ways to control leaders as well. As I mentioned, when you're creating something, you can select on the item that you want to have the leader go to and then place the note. But if you just create a note independent of the leader, you can type in the note, and you can try to spell it right too. That would help. Okay, now we have that annotation. But let's say we want to add a leader to it, so I'll select the note, click on the leader, and now I can place the note and connect the leader. Notice also that the leader is going to snap from one end to the other, depending on the placement of the note. There are other things that you can do with annotations, such as, well, let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on. I'm going to double click in here, apply bold to all of the text inside that box. Now I want to copy that formatting to another note. So one thing I can do is have the format painter and select the note you want to copy from and then the note you want to copy to. And now you can see that this second note is also in bold. So the format painter will copy anything that would go on the format toolbar. There are also other types of things that you can do with notes, such as symbols. You can add a symbol to a note, and the symbols are found here in the text format. Under More Symbols, you can find a whole list of this from the symbol library, various types of things that you can add. There's even a way to create your own symbols and add them to the library, and this kind of information is found in the text of Chapter 26. You can do other things inside notes, such as create a hyperlink to an exterior document or website or something of that nature. You can also link to a custom property so that part of your note will be filled in automatically if the model has custom property information filled out. You can anchor down the note so it doesn't move with respect to other things on the drawing. And there are other types of things you can control, such as the leader style, the border, word wrap we've already talked about, the location of the note in X and Y on the drawing sheet, and also a layer if you choose to use layers on your drawings. These are just a few examples of some of the things that you can do with notes in particular on SolidWorks drawings, but also with annotations more generally. Thanks for stopping by to see this video for Chapter 26, and we'll look forward to seeing you again in the next chapter.